Well, howdy, folks. How's it going today? I hope everybody's doing really good. Well, I got a quick little thing to go over with you guys. I thought it might be useful. It's something to do with blues. Specifically, it's what to play when you go to the 4 chord, or right before the 4 chord. How to get from the 1 to the 4 if you're soloing. Okay. Please bear with me. I haven't slept in about 24 hours. It's a long story. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, I'll tell you some really crazy stuff that happened to me yesterday and today. Anyway, let's get right into the lesson. So, if we're rooted in A, we'd have 1, D would be the 4, and E would be the 5. So, again, we'd play like a 9 chord for the 4 and 5, right? So let's take this just a simple shuffle thing, just for reference here. So if we took something like this. Okay, so we all know what that is. It's the basic kind of blues shuffle, right? So everybody kind of knows something to play on the 1, so right, that's the stuff I'm talking about, is that going to the 4 shape, okay? Now, I've heard a lot of guys, especially jazz guys, they'd play, this is where I learned how to do, like, approaches from above, half steps, like, right? And I'd always hear these jazz guys playing this kind of outside stuff over blues that just sounded really, really awesome to me, and I never could figure out what they were doing. So, here's something you can try. This is a little thing I kind of stumbled onto and kind of changed things around so I could play it, but it sounds like this. Okay, let's go over the notes real quick. So we start on the D string in the 7th fret, and then we go to the A string in the 5th, D string in the 4th, and then D string in the 7th. So right now we have, all right, let's add a couple more. G string in the 5th, B string in the 5th, and then G string in the 7th, 5th, D string in the 7th, 6, 5, and 4, and then there's your 9. So you already got that note ready for the 9 chord. So okay, now I count them in that situation. If it was that kind of feel, I would count it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay? So that's the trick. Whatever the feel of the groove is, you got to be able to, phonetically kick that out on the fly, whether it's or you could start it right on the A and play the same thing. Okay? Now there's just a couple ideas. Now, the jazz guys would do something like this. So they play all these approach chords, or passing chords, that we play in blues. We forget to... Okay, so here's something the jazz guys would do. They'd use that approach, half step above, but they'll play those notes on that chord. Or, right, if it's that. So that's kind of a cool little thing. You just arpeggiate the notes in that 9 chord. Right? Something like that. That's kind of a neat little thing. You know, you can make it staccato and that kind of swept pick feel, and do something like that. And there's all kinds of ways to get there. And if your phrasing's off on the groove, you can still pull it off, but you just got to make sure you end on the right note. And if you don't, you better be able to bend into the right note. That's kind of how I roll, but I'll show you one more. Okay, here's another little cool one. This is all for the approach to the 4 chord, remember. So if you take the D string, 7th fret, G in the 6th, and the B in the 5th, you got that little triad, right? So we're just going to kind of arpeggiate that. And then we're going to come up to the 8th fret on the B string and walk it right back down to the B in the 5th. So, what? And then walk right back up that triad grip, right? So, sorry, I moved. Let's do it again. I'll try not to move this time. This is a little awkward, but... Okay. That's a pretty easy one, really. And again, you can kind of count that triplet feel if you want. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, now if you start on a different note and like leave one note out, it might mess you up. If you added one note to that, then you'd have to end that one on the chord instead of on the note, okay? So that's just another way to look at it. Always look at the target. So we got all these notes in this 4 chord, D9, right? Those notes are all in play. Even these notes, you know, it'll still get you there. Yeah, it kind of bends your ear for a second. It sounds outside, but that's the tension that you're looking for if, you know, you want that kind of color. And the resolve is just really even that much better, I think, when you put a few outside notes in. Okay, well, there's a couple things you can work on. Again, you know, just work those out different ways. Start on that D string in the 7th. Do it that way. Start on the A string and play pretty much the same thing. Those are good little runs, right? And they're easy. Just get used to that fingering so you can always at least go to that and sound kind of hip. So we'll get into some more of this stuff as we go along. But I'm really tired right now. I've been on this rodent thing at my mother-in-law's. I got this rat, Ronnie. That's what I'm calling him, Ron Jovi. Anyway, I've got him cornered. I had him in a glue trap today, but he got out. And I found another hole where he was coming in. I've got everything pretty much plugged off. It's been over a week, and I've been up. I got an alarm system and cameras set up, so 2 o'clock in the morning is when he comes out. He runs from like 2 to 4. So this morning, the alarm went off, and I was live streaming him right there on the camera, and he was in one of them, those glue trap things. He got out of it, though, and left a bunch of his hide on it. Anyway, I got him cornered and under the dishwasher, and then he run out on me and went in this other spot that I would have never, ever thought to look at in a million years. So it was kind of a bonus, really, because I was able to plug that hole off, too. Dumped a couple bags of mothballs down in between the walls, and get some more cameras set up. But right before I was getting ready to do it, getting ready to leave, I was plowing my mother-in-law's dooryard and backed into an oak tree with my truck and basically folded the bumper around like a banana, totaled the driver's side rear fender, and blew the tail light out. Luckily, today, I was able to put the tail light back together and got it all back in the truck, so it at least works. Light comes out of the lens, let's just say that, when you turn it on and hit the brakes. So it ain't pretty, but that's what it is. And, there'll be more. That's just how my life goes. It's always another hurdle, so to speak. It's just how it goes, but I'm pretty worn out anyways. Like I said, when that thing went off, that alarm went off at 2 o'clock, I had to drive about 25 minutes to get to my mother-in-law's house because I was hoping I could, take care of it right then, and I didn't want her coming out in the living room or something, and, Anyway, I'm pretty tired, and I really do appreciate the views, and hope this lesson helps. I'll try to do better next time when I'm not run right down and ragged, but it is what it is. I want to keep doing some videos, and I thought that was a good little thing just to offer out there. And again, there's more things you can tag it, You can tag it that, say if we're playing the D9, you could tag it that, all those notes in that dominant 7 chord too, right? Well, anyway, folks, I think it's time for me to call it a day, and hope my old buddy Ronnie has moved on. Been thinking about taking a half stack up there and putting it under the house, bringing the telly up. I don't know if he wants anything to do with this, but I could at least swing it at him and hit him with it, you know what I mean? This would definitely take care of it, I think, but hopefully the trap works and I don't have to smash my guitar. I've never broke a guitar in my life on purpose, but I might have to bring one up. Just try it on Ronnie. Anyway, we'll see you guys real soon. Be good. Okie doke.